Yeah. Well, in-person dining, a hot topic as restaurant owners and consumers are talking about and very hopeful that things can get back to normal. Today, we begin a series of interviews with industry leaders, asking them the important questions about the state of their businesses and how they plan to rebuild. Today, we're talking about the restaurant industry with the owner and managing partner of La Loma and Sierra Restaurants.
The restaurant industry as a whole has suffered the most significant sales and job losses since this pandemic began, the restaurant and the hospitality industry. In Colorado, we've seen stats out of the Colorado Restaurant Association that 50% of restaurants in Colorado are closed. 3 out of 4 restaurant employees have lost their jobs. We think it's probably higher than that. We're hearing that 1 in 5 restaurants, if we don't open by the end of May, will close permanently. So it's been very devastating on the restaurant industry as a whole. In respect with Brinkerhoff Hospitality, Dad and I have, when this all began, we had to furlough over 150 of our employees, some of them that we've had for decades, and that was very difficult for us. We've been operating with the takeout and delivery, probably 10% of our normal sales, and as a restaurant, that's not sustainable.
I know you have Sierra and also La Loma, 2 very popular restaurants. What do you see that you need to do to get back open?
Sure. Well, one, we want to start having the conversation about restaurants reopening. Our public officials, it seems, keep sort of pushing that sort of down the line on when we want to start having that conversation. But we want to start having that conversation now. It's going to be a long road back. That's the first thing we want to start talking. 2, we need a plan. We've been working with other restaurant leaders in the city and also in the state in conjunction with the Colorado Restaurant Association on putting together a plan of what that would look like for us to reopen with proper social distancing, face coverings, and building on all the health and sanitation practices that we already have to offer a safe environment for our community. I'm not sure if you've heard, but Mesa County was able to open their dining rooms on the 1st of May. They were able to get a variance from the governor. And so we're working in that in Douglas County. We're working with our county commissioners, our county health department to try to get a variance for the restaurant industry.
What exactly do you think it would look like from your perspective, your servers, your hostesses, everyone wearing masks? Would you have different shifts that people would come into the restaurant? Or how do you envision making it a safe place for your employees and for customers?
Sure. So our guests, we've already implemented temperature taking for our workers coming into the building. And so we're looking for their symptoms before they come in with our suppliers and our vendors. They're all wearing face coverings. We're trying to practice social distancing where possible. Sometimes that can be difficult in a kitchen. So that's on our workers' side. I think something that people forget is that restaurants already have very strong health and sanitation guidelines and procedures that we have to follow, and that are heavily regulated and we're inspected. And so we want to build on top of that and incorporate these new guidelines and offer a safe place for our community. I think for our guests, they're going to be coming into our restaurant. We would be encouraging them to wear masks, encouraging to have distancing in the seating, and probably limited group size, but it's some of what it will look like.
That is great work by Natalie, and we'll keep